All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of your Buckbuster podcast, where we talk about anything and everything hockey.
Talk up.
Huh?
Speak up.
Speak up.
You sound a little raspy there.
A little raspy. I know, I'm sick.
Well, that's not the only reason you're a little raspy.
Yeah, it's not. But that's disclosed information that we can't speak about on the air. But anyways.
Oh no, I wasn't even thinking about that.
What were you thinking of?
The games.
Oh yeah,
Dumbass.
last night and this afternoon's game.
You get the fuck out of the gutter.
Yeah, guys, come on, guys.
This is a hockey podcast.
Yeah, come on, guys. Anyways, my name's Kyle, surrounded by my co-hosts.
How's it going?
And before we get into anything, one quick announcement we need to make. If you haven't went over and checked out our YouTube page, we are now uploading our episodes to YouTube now. We were able to figure out a way how to do it. We've uploaded a good majority of Season 5 onto our YouTube and plan on probably uploading at least the rest of Season 5 and from here on out. So for those of you that don't have Spotify and are unable to listen to us, you can now. So go check out our YouTube page.
Well,
and if you have friends that are like, hey, I want to listen, but I don't have a Spotify. Yeah, you can go listen to us on YouTube now.
Well, we're not only on Spotify. I was able to get us on Apple Music and
Oh, right. All that too?
everything.
Oh, wow.
So
Nice.
you'll see Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, RSS Community, Listen Notes, Podcast Index. Next up will be Pandora and iHeartRadio, but right now, YouTube is the most recent of the social media platforms.
Awesome, yeah, we are now on every platform. Then I thought it was just YouTube. So yeah,
Nice.
for any of you guys, if you guys that have friends that want to listen but they can't because they thought we were only on Spotify, we are now on just about everything. So that is a huge step for us that we are now spreading
And
our.
You are fucking welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Colin. And
That's what happens when I actually have an office to myself.
You know,
Right.
a hockey themed podcast, office, man
Yeah.
cave,
Oh, yeah,
whatever you want, whatever you call it. So.
Yeah. But talk about the elephant in the room. The Otters this weekend's past two games, the final two games of the regular season, both of them being in the good old EIA. This afternoon, Sunday's afternoon game against the London Knights obviously went a lot better than Saturday evenings against
So
the
much
67s. London fans, London team, you guys can talk as much shit as you want. Oh, congratulations, you won with our backup kid. A win's a win. Fuck you. You put the L in London like you always have. Anyways. Oh, good job. You had four of our best guys out. Okay, and we had our backup goaltender and suck my dick.
He actually played not
That
bad.
backup goaltender, we didn't have our
Our team
number.
captain. We didn't have our number one defenseman. Yeah, so yeah, again,
We
suck
didn't,
my
have,
dick.
we didn't have our enforcer. We actually have a couple guys in suspension, and we can give you the
Our
same.
two biggest enforcers that are in suspension.
We can give you the same bullshit excuses, but guess what? I went.
We had
Yep.
some 13th, 14th forwards playing tonight. Had 7th, 8th defensemen playing tonight. So again, suck my dick. But yeah, while we talk about the win, we'll talk about that second because that was the second game. We gotta talk about that game last night, Saturday night
That's
against
not.
Ottawa.
Let's put that in the past. That was an ugly fuck. No, like seriously, that
It
shouldn't
was
have
a
even.
very, very ugly game all around. Between the officials letting it get out of hand and just not making calls where there should have been calls made, and and so they thought they can get away with more and started fight here and there. At one point, I think each team had 4 players in the box. For these penalty box slowly became standing room only. And yeah, but the Otters on top of that losing 7-1. Just the team as a whole just did not have it, but coach said that too.
That's my
Coach
life.
Willett did not hold back in that post-game interview, which he never really does. Even after tonight's win in the sound bites, he said, "Did we look good at times? Absolutely not." But he says that after a 6-4 win against the best team in the league, and he still had that to say. So, like I said, that's a coach that we have needed for a long time, a very long time, and he's, that these boys, his team wants to win for him, and it's very easy to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. But yeah, like what Kyle said, Saturday night's game was not the prettiest. Was definitely not the prettiest game. Like just in general, whether fishing or just in general how they played. But obviously Ottawa had a lot to play for that night because they were still trying to punch their ticket to the playoffs. But as we talk about playoffs here a little bit later, they end up getting knocked out during today's game.
To eat shit on the way.
But and then today's game was fun seeing some. Obviously, it was our final regular season game with Pano, Themis, Sam Alfano, and Martin Misiak. It was just. I literally just told Kyle I'm calling this right before we hit record. I'm like, it kind of finally sank in today that watching that game that we're coming down to the very last few games of seeing these guys play, and I think we're gonna really miss these guys, and it's gonna get harder as the years go.
What is something that you had just said? Sorry, Colin, you can go ahead and finish.
I was done in that.
What was it you had just said, like before we hit the record button?
Oh, every year it seems to get harder and harder to let these OAs go. Like the more and more that you really getting truly invested into, any team. It doesn't matter whether it's the Otters or the Knights or the 67s or whatever. Like whatever team you follow, whatever team you support, whatever the case. The more and more time you invest, the more and more time you spend at the arena and seeing these players grow and develop, not only as the hockey players, but as people, the more you get connected. And I thought last year's OAs hurt, like seeing them leave. But damn it, this year hurts even more. Seeing Pano, Marty, and the big rig leave.
I think,
although we've only seen 3 years out of big rig, 2.5 out of Pano and 2 out of Marty.
Honestly, like those pickups that Dave Brown and Jim Waters, obviously, who also kind of was behind of picking up Pano and Alfano in those trades, and then honestly, I think in the 2020s this was probably the best pickups that the Otters have. Yeah. Like when it comes to trades, like they were one of the best ones that we picked up. And
like I guess being a season ticket holder, it does, you do get to develop this connection, or not really a connection, but like this strong feeling like that's not even a right way to say it. But like I'll just say with the connection, that's the only thing that comes to mind. This connection to have around these boys, it's like holy shit, we just saw them grow up and now they're leaving us.
That's what you had said, like your first couple years, it was not as hard because,
Yeah.
Who would have been some OAs in your first 2 years? That was... Like Radish, Maximovich.
Maximovich, Younger Radish, Fellows. I think Fellows was the only one left, the only OA left for my first season as a season ticket holder.
I was saying my first year was
that was the Yetman year.
Yetman, Duff.
No, Duff Henry would have been the 1920 year, and they got fucked out of it. Or no,
they kind of got.
No, they would have been the Duff Henry year would have been the COVID year, the 2021, but they got fucked out of it because again the pandemic. But they don't. Now with Jeff and I having some more time and experience under our belt as season ticket holders, it's like. We've actually seen the duration of these players. The duration
you've got to see their entire career, and that's how I feel with Sam Alfano. My first year as a season ticket holder was his first year here. This being his third year, took a gap year this year for my season tickets. We'll be back next year though. But I got to see him all 3 of his years here in Erie. Got to see his career take off, and it was definitely a breakout year this year. Last year he was good.
41 goals.
41 goals, 41. And he just hit 200 points in his
OHL, 200 OHL points. Pano hitting. I know I had a couple milestones this year. We also get to see 2 years out of the 2 other OAs. So for me, it's Alfie, the only one I've gotten to see his entirety of his career. And obviously next year it's going to be, Carey and...
There's a lot of choices, which we kind of went over last episode. And I feel like we'll definitely go over it, once next season rolls around. Once season 6 rolls around.
I think, but yeah, another thing is too, like with these OAs is, obviously with the times that we may have managed to get to talk to them, whether it was on the concourse warming up or real quick, or even at the meet and greets and that.
I think one of my favorite moments is, getting Missy Axe reaction at the very, well, I don't think it was the very last, but one of the very
The
last
second
ones.
to the last one.
At Brewery Station. I actually ended up bringing my Patty Cage Chicago Blackhawks jersey, because I know Kyle mentioned something about the Blackhawks to him, and one of the other ones at our local Sonic. And I had brought a Sharpie and a jersey. I was like, hey, I know this might be a big no-no, but can you sign the jersey? He's like, yeah, I feel disrespectful considering this is a Patty Cage jersey. I was like, you don't have to sign the back. You can sign on the front. He's like, yeah, anywhere but the logo. And like, he was so fucking ecstatic and bright about it. Like, yeah, like this is where I'm gonna play. Like he was just he was so lit up and so. Like,
you gotta imagine that hasn't happened a lot to him, that people recognize him as a Blackhawk. One of his.
I actually brought, like, when I went to the 5-iron meet and greet, I talked to Marty about, like, I mentioned to both Ty and Marty, I'm like look forward to you guys eventually up in Chicago. It's gonna
seeing you guys kick ass, take names, not only in Rockford but hopefully Chicago. Sooner rather than later.
They got to know Benny. I'm sure I can see all three of them being up in Rockford as early as next season.
Yeah, I wish Yetman was still over here playing in the Chicago system, but I know he's over, playing in the SHL, the Swedish. I think the Swedish league. So, which sucks to say, but like, it would be nice to get a couple of boys that are used to repping Navy and gold.
Yeah, for me, losing Misiak and losing Panel Yat sucks. But yeah, for me, Alfie it's the hardest one to lose because I said he's been on the team, been one of our number one guys ever since I became a season ticket holder. I said next year it's gonna be really tough with Carey and also we got losing next year Sods.
Carey, Sods,
Davio
are the forwards. The new guy,
Davs,
Sods, McCall in the blue line.
I think Davs came in January of my first year of a season ticket holder with the over the Kyrie trade.
Over the Kyrie trade.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man, that we're end of what would have been my third season. I still say even people ask, I still say that I am. Just took a gap year this year. So I already signed up and already got mine to be back for next year. So same seat that was the last 3 years. So but yeah, some Otters hockey, playoff hockey coming up, and we'll go over Jeff's milestones and then we can talk about the bracket, I guess.
Yeah. Going back on March 11th, Angus McDowell of the Brampton Steelheads signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the Dallas Stars. And then head coach Marty Williams of the Barrie Colts becomes the 7th head coach to get 600 wins versus Niagara. And then on the 12th, Brendan Gerber of the London Knights gets his first career OHL goal versus the Guelph Storm. And Declan Waddick of the Owen Sound Attack gets his first career OHL hat trick versus Flint. On the 14th, Ryan White of the Ottawa 67s gets his first career OHL goal. And Luca Morelli played in his 250th career OHL game. And then Tanner Lamb of the Kitchener Rangers gets his first career OHL goal, first OHL hat trick versus the North Bay Battalion. On the 15th, Cashon Atcha-Henson of the Barrie Colts sets a franchise record for most goals by a defenseman with 35 versus the Steelheads. And then Washington Capitals prospect Ilya Protas of the Windsor Spitfire hits 50 goals for the first time in his career and gets his third career OHL hat trick versus Saginaw. And then in that same game, Saginaw Spirit set a record for most goals in a season with 304 goals in a single season. Sam Alfano of the Erie Otters gets his 100th career OHL assist off of a Callum Hughes goal versus Niagara. And then on the 16th, Sam Alfano gets his 40th, hits 40 goals for the first time in his OHL career and gets his 200th career OHL point. Panalfinas hits 30 goals for the first time in his OHL career and gets his 250th OHL point and sets an OHL record for most face-off wins in a single season with 946 versus Guelph.
Pano.
San Jose Sharks prospect Sam Dickinson of the London Knights sets a record for most points in a single season with 88, surpassing Evan Bouchard in the 17-18 season and Rick Carovio in the 90-91 season. On the 19th, Porter Martin of the Brampton Steelheads gets his 200th career OHL point versus the Brantford Bulldogs. Then as of the 21st, the Buffalo Sabres prospect Raider Leanders of the Brantford Bulldogs gets his first career OHL shutout versus and Nico Krumptik gets his first career OHL goal versus the Kingston Frontenacs. And then Connor Smith of the Brampton Steelheads gets his second career OHL hat trick versus Peterborough. And then as of the 22nd, head coach Dave Cameron of the Ottawa 67s gets his 500th career OHL win versus the Erie Otters. Anthony Romani and Owen Van Stansel of the Barrie Colts get their 200th career OHL points versus Niagara. Carson Rykoff of the Brampton Steelers, and this is today, the 23rd, played in his 250th career OHL game versus the Kingston Frontenacs. Marco Magazno of the Sioux Greyhounds gets his 200th career OHL point versus the Sarnia Sting. Edmonton Oilers prospect William Nichols of the London Knights gets his first career OHL hat trick. And Caden Edwards and Oliver Phillips of the Erie Otters get their first career OHL goal versus the London Knights.
Both beautiful goals, too, man. Caden was a nice snipe from, top of the circle, I believe. A little bit past, and then Oliver was just a nice little lucky redirect out in front. Just two really nice goals.
I think what's kind of...
That's such a way to do it, too. In the season finale in front of a 5,500 fan crowd against your biggest rival in the London Knights. I mean, that's a way to do it.
I think it was kind of cool the fact that both Dylan and Caden both scored in the same game as well.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of, I think, because as we were talking about with Dylan being an OA next season, I think it's just kind of cool that now we'll see potentially Caden a little bit more as he comes up in his career, since he's still just trying to make his way onto the roster.
Yeah.
Which he's
I'd like to see him as a full timer next year. With us possibly losing up to 3 or 4 forwards for next season, I can definitely see him. There's gonna be room for him for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I kind of the thing I thought was so heartwarming was just how much everyone was there for Marty during the ceremony for Pano and
and obviously with Mizek being from Czechia, obviously
Slovakia.
Very very difficult for
two very different countries there, Kyle.
Very difficult for family to be able to come in, from across the world. So General Manager Dave Brownie was down there, Darcy was down there. And
his
billet dad was down here as well, and then the whole team went over and skated with him to be there with him for the pick, and that's hockey, man. Hockey is family, and your team of your brothers, and it showed right there, and that was a very heartwarming moment to see there.
And I think it was just kind of cool as well, with this not only being Erie in London, and in the season was Pano, and obviously Pano and his brother kind of got their farewell to each other because of playing in their final game in the O to get against each other, and so it's kind of cool that their family kind of got the.
It was the second period opening face-off. They got to go against each other there, and I think Pano definitely got the best of them. But it's just so many good things to see, man, and you love to see that. But yeah, moving on to the new OHL playoff bracket for how we're looking for this postseason. We want to start in the East?
Yeah, perfect, because here it is.
Cool. Yeah, starting in the East. First matchup, we got the first seed, best team in the East, the Brantford Bulldogs. Finished with 93 points, record of 44, 19, and 5. Going up against the 8th seed in North Bay Battalion, finished with just 62 points, a record of 28, 34, and 6. This one, I think it's kind of easy. I think Brantford's going to take this one pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
I very much doubt North Bay's even going to squeak out a game. I mean, Brantford being 8-2 in their last 10 games. I mean, they're just on a tear. I mean, they have been all season.
Honestly, Nick Larius has been leading no charge in that form.
What did he finish with? 72?
Let me see. I know he was up there. I'm kind of curious now. While I'm looking this up real quick.
I mean, yeah. Regardless, I think this one's going to Brantford. I don't.
It's going to be Brantford for sure.
I don't. This one, I don't even see North Bay even squeaking out a win.
I think this is a clear sweep for Brantford.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy.
He finished the regular season with 71.
71 goals. Wow.
But 146 assists, but for a total of 117 points this season.
So he finished over goal per game. Over goal per game. That's insane. Yeah. Pretty much agree, Colin.
Yeah, so Brantford in 4, maybe 5, but again, 4 all the way.
Yeah. Second matchup, we got the second-seeded Barrie Colts, finished with 88 points, a record of 42, 22, 2-2, holy 2. And going up against the seventh-seeded Niagara Ice Dogs, finished with just 66 points, a record of 29, 31, 4-4. This is another one. I mean, even though being a 7th seed, you think they might deserve a little bit better of a chance, maybe squeak out a win. But with just the lack of playoff experience with this Niagara team, I can see this one being another clean sweep for Barrie. Niagara maybe squeaking out a game on home, a lucky win on home ice, game 3 or 4. But I can very easily see this one being another clean sweep.
Just based off of the games with Niagara this year, I honestly can believe Owen Flores is going to steal him some.
I can see him steal maybe
the fact
one.
that how many times he's just this year he's had multiple goaltender battles, not just with Erie but other teams. I've watched a couple games, but I honestly think Niagara's going to at least get. I think this one could potentially go at least 5 or 6. But Barrie's going to win. I think. I'm going to say 5, but Barrie will win it.
Niagara will lose in cup. OT maybe game 3 and 4, but it's going to be 4.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another clean sweep. Which Niagara, by the way, I did still end up being right. When our standings predictions, I predict Niagara to be at exactly 7. At the beginning of the season, it looked like I was going to be way wrong and they were going to get 2nd or 3rd. But then in typical Niagara Ice Dog fashion, they shit the bed and jumped all the way down to 7th.
I'll be surprised, though.
No, not at all. All right, third matchup. We got the Kingston Frontenacs, finished also with 88 points, record of 40, 25, 3. We're going up against the Sudbury Wolves, 69 total points, nice, with a record of 32, 31, 5. Which, ironically, both teams being exactly 5-5 in their last 10 games, so you can't really go based off of that. But, I mean, if we're going overall, the overall season, I mean, Kingston's clearly the better team. I mean, Sudbury has a lot of potential on their team with Quentin Musty, and they got a lot of good guys on their team. So I can see them, Quentin Musty alone having a really good, maybe hat-trick performance game, stealing one game away from them, maybe pushing it to 5 or 6 games. But this one, I think, still you got to go to the higher seed and go to Kingston here.
I think this one's going to be Kingston as well. And this one, I'm going to say, I'll say this might go 6.
I think it's got a shot.
It's got a shot.
But I think it's going to be a clear, again, Kingston probably 5.
I gotta agree with Jeff, but it's gonna be 2-2-2. Kingston has the first 2 at home. Sudbury squeaks out the next 2 at home. And then Kingston will be like, oh shit, we gotta get our act together.
Pitching off game 6 in Sudbury. Yeah. Right.
And then the number 4 seed Oshawa versus number 5 seed Brampton. This one I can see going 7, but it's either way. And a good 3, maybe 4 games here going OT. Both teams are equally matched. I don't know what their season stats are. I don't know what their season records are.
Yeah, Oshawa is finished with 86 points, total of 40, 21, 4, 2. Brampton, 82 points, 36, 22, 10. Brampton was 7-2-1 in their last 10. Oshawa just 5-4-1.
So this is one of the ones that honestly could go either way. It's going to take 7. Probably the only one in the East that could go 7. Or will have the balls to go 7. Not balls, pucks.
I think Brampton's one of those teams. I'm pretty sure they started off really well. They started off like 13-1 or 13-2, something like that. And then they kind of went on a little bit of a downfall, but then ever since the deadline, they've gone right back up and have been going off again. This is the one where I think I can take the lower seed and take the Brampton Steelheads. Again, this one it's probably gonna be a long shot. It's gonna be 7 games. They might get lucky and make it in 6. But again, Oshawa having playoff experience as well, just getting to the final just 2 years ago, or was it last year?
They were
was it a London beat last year?
Yeah, but they just got absolutely
they got stomped. Yeah, and it's the London Knights. Are you surprised? Yeah, this one I think that might have a little bit of what's I'm looking for. It's definitely going to show, and they're gonna take that to heart. But again, they might take it too harshly, and I think it's going to affect them in this year's run. I see them being a first round exit this year. I think Brandon gets the best of them.
I think I might have to agree with Kyle on this one. When Brampton actually steals this one from Oshawa.
So I think this one can be as easily as 6 games.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Brampton at 6.
I'm just gonna stick with Brampton 7.
Brampton 7.
Brampton 7. All right. I was gonna say, do you want to do the second round, or do you want to?
We'll go back over to the West, and then we'll do the second round.
All right. So here's the not that one, not wrong tab. Oh, don't look. So for the West in the first round, shocker, we got London, the number 1 seeded team in the league, the London Knights, versus the number 8 seed who barely snuck in, the 0-7.
I mean, London finishing with a record of 55-11-2, 112 points.
They should, they almost had only 10 losses, but guess who gave them the 11th?
They had 12 with the 2 overtime losses, but.
Well,
and then Owen Sound with a measly 59 points, 26-35, 4-3. Yeah, I mean
easy. London in 4.
Yeah,
London in 3.
Owen Sound in 4. Imagine, dude. Oh.
Dude,
I would not shut my mouth on Twitter. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Dude, I hope that London will have to get a therapist afterwards. They would need a therapist afterwards.
Well, no, Kim Allen needs an AA therapist. But, oops. Did I say that? My bad. Anyways, yeah, London.
Here, have a drink. Let's drink your sorrow. I mean.
Next drink's on me, Cam. It's London in 4. I mean, I will say this right now. As much as we hate this fucking team, if Owen Sound sneaks out even a game, I will be beyond surprised. I'll be beyond shocked if Owen Sound sneaks out even a game.
I will buy an Owen Sound attack jersey. It's going to be Bruce McDonald all the way, but I will buy an Owen Sound attack jersey if they squeak out even a game.
I still got to do what I said to these guys last year.
I'll buy Kim Allen a beer if Owen Sound wins. Okay, I'm done. That's the last one. I'm done. I'm done.
I still got to... I told these guys...
You're starting to sound like a drunk and a broken record.
Yeah, I told these guys, I still got to do what I promised last year when Saginaw beat London in the Memorial Cup. I said if they beat them in the Memorial Cup, I would get a Saginaw jersey and that.
Yeah.
But
Cam Helms' next greatest hits: the car, the lamppost, the bed, the jail cell.
Fleeing the scene.
I said the one thing is
hit and run.
Crazy with the London Knights is their overager Austin Elliott for London Knights like
what's his final record?
32-1.
Oh my god!
And in 30, and his goals against was 2.1. Save percent was .924.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wait, who's the only lost you? I mean, serious. I don't know what they're.
I have no idea. It might have been Erie at the beginning of the year. I don't know.
It might have.
Can go Ben and check.
Check. Yeah, but it was against Guelph.
Against Guelph.
Really?
That was at the beginning of the season. Back on November 16th of 2024.
Wow.
That was when
December 16th?
November.
November. So, well, still, whereas he hasn't lost a game in 2025.
No.
My God. That's ridiculous. I mean, hats off, man. That's a reason that team's only lost 13 games all year. I mean, that's something, dude. That's ridiculous. Yeah, moving on, we got the second seeded Windsor Spitfires, finished with 96 points, a record of 45, 17, 4, and 2. Going up against the seventh seeded Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, finished with a record of 29, 35, 2, and 2 for 62 points.
Again, this is another one that I can see ending in 4, maybe 5 if Sioux happens to, get a couple lucky bounces in one of their home games. But Windsor, I'm sorry, these top 3 teams in the West, like, there's no way you're gonna get around them. Like whoever comes out of the West is gonna ultimately win it all. No, maybe not the Memorial Cup, but the Jay Robertson Cup.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, I think this one is Windsor easily is gonna win this, but Sioux is at least gonna squeak maybe 1, so it's gonna be Windsor at 5.
I mean, I think I said this to, at least Jeff yesterday. I said Windsor has that history of embarrassing themselves in the first round. 2 years ago when they got swept
They
by
were the
AFC
number
and
1
Kitchener?
seed, Kitchener.
Like the first time in OHL history where the first seed got swept by the 8th seed. They're not going to let that happen again, though.
No.
So I don't even see them losing this one at all. I think this one, they're sweeping, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, again, I see them maybe dropping one if bounces don't go their ways or the officiating's bad, which we've all seen that before. OHL officials.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Shocker.
It comes to a surprise to us all.
No.
But, because the OHL officials are the most perfect, wonderful.
Yeah, they don't make any mistakes. They definitely know how to get a game under control. We saw that in Erie last night, right?
Yeah.
They know how to handle a game.
But, who knows? Just, like I said.
Wipe the sarcasm off my face.
I could be wrong. I want to be wrong, but I'm saying fine.
And then we got the third seeded Kitchener Rangers, finished with exactly 100 points and a record of 47, 15, 4, and 2. Good taking on the sixth seeded Flint Firebirds, finished with a record of 29, 34, 2, and 3, with 63 points. I think it's one of the first times in a while, at least, that all 3 American teams made the playoffs.
Last year.
I thought Flint didn't make it last year.
Flint made it last year.
Did they?
They were the 8th seed.
Were they?
They got crushed by London in the first round, but they were the 8th seed.
Oh. I didn't think they made it last year.
Yeah, hold on.
Because I know Saginaw and Flint both made it.
Yeah, because
The year before that, where we
Flint
just barely missed.
got swept, destroyed by London. Sioux and Saginaw faced each other in the first round.
Yeah, Flint ended up going 0-4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Flint ended up
didn't think
going
they made it last year.
Yeah, Flint ended up going 0-4 last year. Saginaw went 10-7, and Erie went 2-4.
Yeah, because I know Saginaw and Sioux went to 6 in third round, and then obviously lost to London in the second round.
And yeah, even though Kitchener's the third seed compared to Windsor, overall point-wise and team-wise, I think Kitchener's the better team. Just Windsor got that second seed because they won their division. So I can honestly see this one being yet another sweep. I don't know if I can see Flint sneaking a game out of here.
Yeah, they're not a playoff team.
I mean, Kitchener is just too good of a team.
Yeah.
And the only playoff experience Flint has as of recently was last year where they got swept. So, and I don't know what they did the year before that, but I think that's the year where they played. It was the Battle of Michigan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Flint and Saginaw played each other. I think Saginaw got the better of them.
Yeah, it's not popping up here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it was the Battle of Michigan there. Because, yes, Saginaw had home ice advantage because they only got it by 2 points.
Wow.
Literally a regulation win.
Wow.
And shocker, Panthers beat Penguins 4-3 in OT.
Shootout, yeah. Sasha Barkov with the winner. Yeah, and then the final matchup of the 8 matchups in the OHL playoffs. The 4-seeded Saginaw Spirit finished with 79 points with a record of 38, 27, 2, and 1. Taking on the 5th-seeded your Erie Otters with 74 points, a record of 34, 28, 4-2.
I've been back and forth on this one.
Assuming that we get Carey and Shafe back, Erie's gonna take it in 7. It's gonna be a hard fought bloodbath battle. If we get one of them back right away and another one doesn't come back till the series shifts to Erie in game 3 or 4, we might see Saginaw pull it off in 7.
Yeah.
If neither of them come back, I'm sorry. I think it's Saginaw 6, maybe 5.
What if we get one of them? What if Jess Schaefer comes back?
Well, we're gonna make it a series. Maybe 6 in LT, maybe 7 in LT, or maybe 7 in regulation. But we need both of them back in order to really push.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit more hopeful for Schaefer to come back before Carey.
Well, both of them are skating. Both of them are still in non-contact jerseys. Really pushing for game 1. We could see Schaefer come back game 1. Maybe not Carey.
Maybe have Carey come back for first game back in Erie, game 3.
I was saying, thinking maybe game 3, Carey would be back. If Fish comes back, I'd say at least 3 pushing 4. Schaefer, at least I can expect game 1 if he's 100%.
Which I would like to be able to see it if that's his first game back. But spoiler, we're actually going to the Penguins-Sabres game on Thursday night in Buffalo. So also keep that out on our YouTube channel for a vlog of that. So I know game 1 is that night in Saginaw. So if Schaefer does come back that game, unfortunately we're going to miss it. But I know Voodoo Brewing here in Erie is doing watch parties for all the away games. So I know we'll definitely all be there probably at least for game 2 on Saturday night. So maybe they wait and bring him. They won't wait, but if he's ready, they're going to throw him in there. Yeah, we'll see.
In the series, season series, it's tied at 2 apiece. With Schaefer and Erie is 1-0. Without Schaefer, Erie is 1-2. I'm just gonna spit all over my table here. Yeah, Erie is 1-2 without Schaefer.
Yeah.
I think this one's is probably the toughest one to predict in the West. I'm still gonna say Saginaw, but I'm gonna say 6.
I'm kind of right in the middle between you two. I want to agree with Colin and say, depending on if we get both, if not at least one of those guys back, it's going to be a lot better of a fight. Like I would say maybe Saginaw in 7, maybe even Erie in 7. But if both of those guys are still out, team captain and our best defender both still out, it probably might get ugly and could be Saginaw as early as even 5, but I don't think it's going to be 5. The Erie crowd will get us at least a win or 2 on home ice. Weekend or weekday crowd, doesn't matter. We need to see how loud that place can fucking get. But all in all, I'm going to say, going into it with the team we have right now, neither guy returning, I'd say Saginaw probably 6. If we can get both guys back, and they're even 50% as good as they were when they both went down, Erie in 7. Yes, it all depends. I can't give a full prediction until we find out if they're going to be coming back or not.
Well, until we get that news, we're going to put that second round of the bracket on hold.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on
to our normal puck doku and shit. Start off with a hurdle this time, sure.
Okay, whatever.
Change it up a bit. Not a bad guess. Imagine. Alright, so we got the division again. No, we didn't. Okay.
No.
This means he played for Tampa. If that's yellow, that means he has played for Tampa in the past. So it's a Western Conference team. He's 32, 33 years old. He's not Swedish, He's either a forward or a goaltender. So just to knock it out, let's say we get a random goaltender in the West. And go with like somebody around that age. He's a little bit older. He's only 32? I thought he's older than that. Okay,
But he's not a goaltender. He's in the Central.
Yeah, you know, a forward in the Central who's 32 years old, who's not Swedish or Czech.
And his number is 28 or below.
With somebody like Nathan, okay, be Nathan McKinnon. He's 29.
And never played for Tampa.
Oh yeah. Played for Tampa. Could it be like a Ross Colton?
Oh, he's in Colorado.
No,
He's
but he also
also
played for
played
Colorado. Alright, so he's in the Central. Obviously, we knew that.
He's also a center.
He's a centerman. Ross Colton's 28? I thought he was a little bit older than that.
He's a centerman, and his number is 17 or below. And has played for Tampa and Colorado in previous years, or previous times.
He's a centerman. So he could be Canadian, he could be Russian. Could be Finnish. It's not like a Mikko Rantanen. Because
He's Russian.
it could be. Rantanen is not, I don't think he's
Well,
Russian.
no, he's not. His number's also in the 90s still.
What's his new number on Dallas, though?
Isn't it still 96?
Is it?
Well, he also never played for Tampa.
Okay, yeah, true. So this played for Tampa and Colorado. It's a centerman. Number is 17 below. He's 32 years old. Yeah, 32.
Well, here, that's. Oh, he's Finnish.
He's also played for Dallas.
Oh, shit.
So I'm guessing he's Canadian then. Or so it still
Russian.
could be Russian. He's played for Tampa, Colorado, and Dallas. Oh, Maroon never played for Colorado, did he?
No.
No?
See, that was my initial pick for the second one.
Because he's first playing with Chicago right now, right?
Yeah, he's in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe at least guess him. To at least get the team. No, it's not okay. He is American too. Okay, I thought he was Canadian.
Smashville, you got your centerman as O'Reilly, Stamkos, Duchesne. I don't know who the bottom six centers are.
Yeah, me neither.
Colorado, you got Ross Colton as technically one of your two middle six centers. Winnipeg, you got Connor's American. You got
Is Utah in the Central?
Utah's Pacific.
Or in the Pacific? Okay.
The Pacific.
They could be like a.
They're
I was thinking like a Nick Bugstad, but I don't think he's played for Tampa.
Yeah, Vegas is Pacific, Utah's Pacific.
I'm trying to think of all. I'm trying to think where Nick Paul was before, if he was anywhere before Ottawa and that.
He's with Tampa.
Could he Ottawa and Tampa?
I don't think that's a Nick Paul. It doesn't look like a Nick Paul. Oh man.
Shit.
This one's tough. So it could be what? Smashville, Minnesota. St. Louis.
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. And yeah, don't have a whole lot. It's not Chicago. Could be, possibly. No, okay.
That's right, it's like fucking Dallas. For whatever reason, I was thinking Duchesne was in Nashville and not Dallas.
So he's not Canadian, we know that now too. So he almost has to be Russian. So he's not Swedish, Finnish, Czech, American, or Canadian. So he almost has to be Russian.
We have 2 guesses left. 2 guesses, fucking centerman. Oh my gosh.
Where's no, Tarasenko's with
Detroit.
Detroit.
And he
Detroit's Atlantic.
Oh yeah, damn.
And I was saying
They've been in the East for a while, Kyle.
Yeah, for a little bit now.
Yeah, I was gonna say he never played for.
Like damn near everything else matches up too. Because I think his jersey over there is 19.
It's weird. Detroit's farther west than Nashville. Detroit's in the east.
I still think that was one of the weirdest changes they ever did was put them in the west, change it from the west to the east.
I get the whole Columbus one, but not the Detroit.
Yeah.
Columbus used to be in the West?
Yeah.
Really?
Before Atlanta moved to Winnipeg.
Really? I did not know that.
And then Winnipeg, for whatever reason, was in the east for a year until they did the realignments. This is when Arizona was still called Phoenix, too.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not.
Arizona doesn't exist anymore.
Well, technically they do, but they don't have a team. Bunch of bums!
I was wanting to guess, what's that, that Russian dude that's on St. Louis right now?
Not Russian dude on St. Louis. Marchenkov. No, just kidding. I know he's on the Flyers.
No, Kirill Marchenko. I think he's still in Columbus.
I don't remember. I'm too fucking tired, man.
I don't think it can't be Kirill Kaprizov because he's young and I think he's also 97, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's 90s. Yeah.
And we could guess him. We could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Get the team and nationality. It's not Minnesota, but he is Russian. Okay. So he's a Russian centerman on either Nashville, St. Louis, or
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure he's still on
Here you go.
Columbus.
He's a kicker for the Dolphins.
Shut up, Robbie.
Fuck it, Robbie. I got nothing else. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the only guess. Nemestikov. That's, oh my god. Wow.
Okay, well, Vadasov Nemestikov. Whatever.
That's kind of a stupidness on our end, I think.
Or it's just the
Damn.
exhaustion.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to a good time. Going across from the columns, we have the Arizona/Phoenix Coyotes, the Buffalo Sabres, and played on one team in their career. And for the rows, we've got the Devils, the Flames, and the AHL.
Devils, Sabres, Taylor Hall. It can also be used for that.
Yeah, for Arizona. Right, either Arizona, New Jersey, or Buffalo, New Jersey. So we can hold on to that.
double as one team, just do either one of the Hughes brothers. Just keep it easy.
Or percentage. No, okay.
Do the same for Calgary, like a Dustin Wolf.
Played on one team in their AHL career.
No, it's someone who played in the AHL, but has played for one
Ryan Miller did briefly in early days in his career.
in the AHL.
I want to say he started out in Rochester and then
He did start off in Rochester, but I don't know if that will count.
As long as he played in the AHL and played for, I don't think it has to be for AHL's or Buffalo's AHL team. No, not played for the one team. AHL and Buffalo.
Oh, I was thinking for the one team. Sorry.
Okay. AHL played for one team. Technically, he only played like 4 games for the Penguins. Rutger McGroarty.
Well, isn't he playing?
He's playing in the AHL right now.
Oh,
He played for the Penguins. He only played like 4 games, but yeah, 0.3, baby. Hell yeah! All right. Devils. I'm trying to think of another devil. Coyote. I'm assuming it's Phoenix or Arizona.
yeah, that same frame.
It doesn't say Utah, so it doesn't count. Because they're technically 2 different franchises.
I don't even know who Arizona's
what's
minor league team was, or the HL.
I'm trying to. What's his
Tucson Roadrunners.
What's his first name?
Say his last name.
Doan, not
Shane
Shane Doan, but his son. His
Just type in Doan. See what pops up. Josh Doan. Is he in the
AHL.
AHL now?
I knew he was.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
did he play a game when
With theirs,
He played with them, yeah, he played with them last year, yeah.
theirs.
Okay. Good thoughts there, Jeff. All right. Calgary and did Wayne Simmons play for New Jersey?
Philly, Toronto, Arizona,
L.A.
Buffalo, LA.
Ever played for New Jersey?
Yeah, didn't he?
He did.
Wayne Simmons? Did he play for New Jersey?
So Jersey.
I'm not too confident though.
Arizona.
Which one do you think is easier to get? Where do we want to put Taylor Hall? Which one do you think is easier?
Well, it doesn't matter because as long as we can get, one of the 2 teams there, we could just put Taylor Hall on the other one. As long as we can get the 9 for 9.
I'd say put Hall in Arizona and New Jersey, Simmons.
No, wait. Did Jonathan Bernier play for Buffalo? Maybe. PK Subban is only Montreal, Nashville,
In
New Jersey. Malcolm Subban was Buffalo, Chicago, Vegas. I want to say there's one other one in there, but I don't know what it would have been.
Ottawa, maybe. Ottawa, Montreal. One of those
Maybe.
2.
Oh, man.
I'm going gutsy.
I don't think he played for Arizona, did he?
No, then it would be Devils and Sabres.
Oh, I think I'm trying to think of another one who might have played for. Did Rupp at one point?
Mike Rupp. He did Devils.
He did Devils.
He didn't do Buffalo.
I know in Buffalo he didn't.
He didn't go. The farthest west he went was Minnesota.
Okay.
So
He played for Minnesota?
Yeah.
he was Minnesota for a while there.
Oh, wow.
Minnesota, New Jersey, Philly,
Rangers.
the Rangers, Pittsburgh.
Kind of like Yager played for half the fucking Metropolitan. Which Yager does not fit anywhere, so.
The only one he'd fit in really is Calgary
And New Jersey.
and Jersey.
But same column.
I just thought of it. That's why I threw it out there.
Evander Kane.
Did Buffalo,
San Jose, Edmonton,
Atlanta to Winnipeg. So wouldn't be it.
Kadri was
Toronto, Calgary,
Colorado. Did he spend some time in Arizona?
No. Didn't really go too far south.
Who did Roenick play for?
Phil Peronic?
Jeremy Roenick.
Oh, Jeremy Roenick. He did Arizona.
He did New Jersey at one point.
I don't know.
I know he was Philly, Arizona for sure. Damn.
Why are we struggling so fucking much?
I think we're all fucking tired.
Well, for Devils Buffalo, I want to take a stab at Wayne Simmons, and then did Taylor Hall for the Devils Coyotes.
He did. Okay. Ooh.
And then
Cool. All right. We were overthinking that. Taylor Hall. Should we click the right one?
the first one, right? The bottom one.
All right.
All right, so it's just
When did he? I'm gonna look it up now. When did he play for the Devils?
now it's just Calgary, Arizona, and then Calgary, Buffalo.
So I think he went there right after Philly.
Simmons to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Philadelphia freedom. Casually.
He was traded and must have been traded in Nashville at the 18-19 deadline, and then signed with the Devils in that offseason,
Okay.
the COVID offseason. Played 61 games for the Devils. Played just a measly 7 games for the Sabres. In that, so he must have got traded in the deadline again in the COVID year to the Sabres. And only played 7 games, and then the last 3 he spent with Toronto. Okay, so Calgary, Buffalo, LaFontaine.
Only the New York teams.
Only Buffalo.
Yep.
Buffalo Islanders, Rangers.
Oh, was he really?
I guess you really like the Empire State of Mind.
I'm trying to think of that early 2000s Buffalo team that was just stacked, like a Brad May.
There was Thomas Vanek, Tyler Myers.
There was Campbell.
Tim Connolly.
Brad Boys ever play for Calgary?
Islanders, Buffalo.
Boston.
Vancouver.
Boston.
I'm out, Steve. I hope you're
I'm
not.
out of it, yeah.
These past 2 Otters games are just draining. Physically, mentally, emotionally.
Voice strainingly.
Well, I think only for you. Jeffy and I are fine.
And my only last guess is Kadri for Calgary, Arizona. I don't think he did. But that's like the best guess that I have. I really don't think he played for Arizona. No, okay. And my other one would be like a Nick Bukestad. But I don't think he played for Calgary either.
No.
I don't think he played for Calgary.
Yeah.
No, all right.
Mike Smith.
Mike Smith. Oh my God.
For Calgary, Arizona, Mike Sprint,
Jokinen.
Brett Hall, Molly Jokinen, Michael Stone, Troy Stetcher, Cujo, Brett Ritchie, Sepniak, Alex Tanguay, Brad Richardson, Owen Nolan, Curtis McElhenney, Zach Ronaldo, Chad Johnson, fuck yeah, Louis Domingue, and then for Calgary, Buffalo, Dougie Gilmore, Grant Furr, Curtis Lazar, Chad Johnson again, Dwayne Rolson, Dennis Gilbert, Paul Byron. Uniminer's up there. Well, she ain't. Well,
Damn.
Damn. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Let's try to make it up on the pyramid.
Oh, God, fuck.
All right. Anybody that's ever played for Colorado?
That will not fit anywhere else.
Joe Sakic, because I don't think he played as late as 2010.
No, that's not what I would do.
All right, 250 points in their career.
Pretty much.
Do Nate Mack.
Did he play in college though?
He was drafted in 2011.
But did he play in college? I don't think he played in college.
No, he played in the O.
So he could just do him there, yeah.
It was the Q he played in.
Oh, the Q. Either way.
Because he played for Halifax.
Jesus Christ. There we go.
I have to type in McKinnon. Iggy, I think that was around the time Iggy played for them. Drew McGinley.
Calgary, Pittsburgh, Boston.
I thought he played for Calgary too, or for Colorado for a very short amount of time.
He did briefly.
Very, very briefly.
Alright.
Any 40 assist season. Any team that played for Colorado.
Makar. Has he gotten a 40 plus assist?
When did he start playing for them though?
2018, not 2019.
Was it that long ago? Alright. Yeah. Or did he play in college though?
See?
Did he play in college?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's the only issue I don't.
So I'd save him for in case he played for college.
40 plus assist on any season. Or assist season on any team. Gabe Landeskog.
Yeah, probably. Use one of our hints here to see if it gives us like Kale McCart. 50-50 or fill in the blank. Your guys' choice?
Zach Parise.
Zach Parise, yeah. You played for Colorado?
Guess so.
Wow.
Oh, here, hold on. Now that we can't use him anymore.
I'm somebody that played for Colorado and St. Louis. It's not like a Brett Hall, is it? I don't think he played for Colorado.
After 2 seasons in the NCAA with the UMass Minutemen. So it could have been Cam McCarr from the NCAA.
Use a lifeline on this last one too. Do 50-50. Paul Stastny or Brian Rolison?
I'm leaning towards Stastny.
I'm leaning towards Stastny.
That's who I was leaning towards.
Yep. Alright, cool. We redeemed ourselves. A little bit of help, but
Who cares? Oh, damn it. We could have done Ethan's favorite player.
Ivan.
Fucking Ivan.
You know what his middle name is? Ivan.
Ivan. I wonder how high his parents were when they gave him his name.
Probably very.
They were probably 50 shades of fucked up. That's what they were.
Alright, before moving on to rest of the NHL talk and little mini games we had to do, talk about some milestones. Dating back to March 3rd, Lane Hudson became the fastest defenseman in Canadians' history to reach 50 points, doing so in just 63 games, passing Chris Chelios for the 10th fastest ever. On March 4th, Steven Stamkos recorded his 600th career assist against Boston. On March 6th, Ozzy Weisblatt of the Nashville Predators.
What?
Yeah, Weisblatt. I have no idea. Recorded his first career point against Seattle. And Sergei Bobrovsky won his 423rd game, which is a tie for 10th all-time with Tony Esposito.
Oh, yeah.
March 7th, Malkin played in his 1,200th career game against the Vegas Golden Knights. On March 8th, Vitek Vanecek recorded his 10th career shutout in his Panthers debut against Buffalo. Brady Tkachuk played in his 500th game, and Samuel Ersson played in his 100th game. On March 9th, Ovechkin recorded point number 1,600 with his goal against Seattle. Dylan Strome played in his 500th career game. Crazy to think he's that far already.
I know.
With his 1,015th start, Marc-Andre Fleury surpassed Bobby Lou for the second most starts in NHL history.
Flower.
On March 10th, Nate Mack recorded his 1,000th career point against Chicago, becoming exactly the 100th player to ever reach that milestone. On March 11th, Alexei Protas of the Washington Capitals recorded his first career hat-trick against Anaheim. With Sidney Crosby's multi-goal game against the Vegas Golden Knights, he has now recorded a multi-goal game against 31 different NHL franchises. The only two he hasn't, Utah and Pittsburgh. And Patrick Gillies of the San Jose Sharks scored his first career goal against the Nashville Predators. March 12th, Juraj Slafkovsky recorded his 100th career point against Seattle, and Yanni Naiman of the Seattle Kraken recorded his first career goal in that same game. March 13th, Sergei Bobrovsky officially took the sole possession of the 10th spot in all-time wins with win number 424, passing Tony Esposito. And Jack Eichel broke the Vegas Golden Knights franchise record for most points in a single season with 79, passing William Karlsson, who did so in their inaugural season. March 15th, Scott Morrow of the Carolina Hurricanes scored his first career goal against the Flyers. And Igor Shesterkin recorded his 20th career shutout against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And Brent Burns played in his 910th consecutive game, now the 5th longest streak in NHL history, longest currently active. March 16th, Mikko Rantanen recorded his 400th career assist against his former club, the Colorado Avalanche. On March 18th, Joona Koppanen of the Pittsburgh Penguins scored his first career goal against the Islanders. And with his goal against the Islanders, Sid the Kid surpasses Wayne Gretzky for the 4th most points all-time with one team.
Sit the middle-aged man, thank you. Put some respect on this goddamn man.
March 19th, Jonathan Drouin played in his 600th game. March 20th, Ilya Sorokin became the first goalie in Islanders history with 2 points in a single game with 2 assists, which I believe he had an assist on the overtime winner, if I saw correctly. And then March 22nd, Luca Cagnoni of the San Jose Sharks recorded his first career point with an assist to a William Eklund goal against the Boston Bruins. And that does it for NHL milestones.
Nice.
So since Colin already has his pulled up,
No, I just have to know just because I didn't want to have to keep fucking changing back and forth. Alright. Let me make sure I have it right here. Sorry. Alright. We're doing blind rankings today of the past 10 Stanley Cup champions. So any team that could have won it between the 2013 and 2014 season to the 2023 and 2024 season.
And you're from the 2014 Kings to the 24 Panthers.
Yep.
Okay.
So starting out strong, speaking of the 2024 Panthers, the 2024 Panthers.
This was a good team.
They
This
were
was a
a-
very good team.
Pretty much almost most of the guys that were there for the previous year against Vegas were there for the most part.
I mean, then, other than that, I mean, there's a lot of really good teams on this list. The 17 Penguins were really, really good. The 23 Golden Knights were really, really good. The Avalanche were really, really good.
The 21 Lightning as well.
Regardless, I think I feel safe putting this one at 2.
I'd say 2.
Is it 2 or 3?
2 the final answer?
Yep.
2? No, it's 3, yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't have my friggin' numerical walk on. Next up, the 2014 Kings, believe it or not.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think this might have been the team that was like the 7th or 8th seed. I think that's the year where they kind of went off in the playoffs.
That was the
Is that the 2012 Kings?
12.
Okay. Still, I remember, I mean, the 2014 Kings were a pretty good team. They weren't the best, but they took down who I think might have been one of the best teams in the league that year, the Rangers. You know, who obviously had Henrik Lundqvist, who was at the time playing out of his fucking mind.
Well, you had the best goaltending duel between prime Henrik Lundqvist and prime Jonathan Quick.
Yeah.
Which, you know, as you guys remember, were 2 of the 5 big top goaltenders in the league at the point. Obviously alongside Brodeur and Price and Fleury. So, I don't know. Don't let me influence you here, but
I mean, this team, again, it was good, but I think there are a lot of teams that can go above them.
Mm-hmm.
Were they the worst? I mean, they were a good team, but were they the worst of these past 10 winners? There's a good chance. I mean, the 2016 Penguins were, you know,
Honestly, I think
not very good up until we got rid of
in all
Mike
honesty,
Johnston and brought in Sullivan.
in all honesty, out of like, if, I don't honestly know who the other ones are that Coleman has on this list, but I would say out of all, I would say they're probably they're the most forgettable. Like
That's a good way to put
the
it.
Kings are kind of the most forgettable, like
So,
Cup champions.
Put him at 5.
I would say
Is there one that we would put below them?
trying
I mean, I don't think there's one that we would feel bad about putting below them. So, like, I feel like you have to put them at 5.
to, yeah, unfortunately.
next up, the 2021 Tampa Bay Lightning.
And this team was a lot better than the 1920. I mean, they kind of got lucky with the whole bubble thing, and that whole playoff was just a jumbled mess. I mean, they did the best they could with, you know.
The very little resources that they had.
And even the 2020-21 like realignment like season, like that was, they did what they
I
best.
mean, that division was ungodly. Like, it was such a good division.
That's Central Division.
There's a Central and the East. Those two divisions were just unbelievable.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, they went up against each other in the quote-unquote conference finals because there was the West and the North for the other one.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the first year we got the Battle of Florida in that first round.
Battle of Florida, and then
I remember that one was ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. Obviously, Montreal had their Cinderella story going, which
Carey Price that you haven't seen
Yeah.
since, you know, 2015, 2016. That Carey Price going back for one final push. And
Yeah.
the last push of his career, unfortunately. I really wish he got a better ending than that.
His career just
Yeah.
ended so abruptly, and it's such a shame.
Trust me, I hated playing against him, but my God, was he a damn good
he's
goaltender. He is a fucking good goaltender, man. And I feel so bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
So
What?
is this one a 3 or a 1 It's not a 4 for sure. It's not a 4. This one a 3 or a 1?
Is it a 4?
Same question. Is there if we put him at 3, is there any that can go at 1 that we will disagree were not better than that team? There's a couple. There's the 17 Penguins. There's the 23 Golden Knights. There's the 22 Avalanche.
Yeah.
Do I have it on there?
Shut up, Colin.
I don't know. I guess you'll have to make a decision and find out. No pressure, you guys.
He could just very easily be fun and put both Penguins teams on here. He could put both Tampas on here.
I don't know. Did I?
3 or 1. I'll let you get the final choice.
You made me doubt myself because if he did have somehow managed to put the 2 Tampas, I would say the 2021 Lightning were better. Pittsburgh's
our second run was better.
The second run was better.
I'm leaning more towards 3. But
I'm leaning 3 too.
3? Alright.
Because I feel... Cause the only one I could feel like he'll throw in there is Chicago's 15.
Yeah.
Which is exactly right. That's the next one. Is Chicago's 15 run.
And, well, that was a good team, but it wasn't... I don't think it's anything compared to these last options that we have.
If I'm going to be honest, I think out of the 3 Chicago teams that won in the 2010s, that one is the worst. In my personal
I can agree.
I would agree. I think 13 was probably their...
10 was the best. It was
10.
Great.
I think 13 was their best.
I think 10 was the best against Philadelphia.
Honestly,
a strong Philadelphia team.
Because 13 is when Kane was showing his full potential. He's better than he had ever been. Taves was playing better than he had ever been playing. They still had, I think, Patrick Sharp on that team. They had
Corey Crawford was the number 2.
Corey Crawford.
Well, was the number 2 both in 10 and 13.
Yep.
He won as a start in 15. Keep in mind.
So, I mean, regardless, I don't know how much we're going to argue. I'm okay with putting them at 4.
4 is...
Like, I don't... Honestly, I don't think there's only one on the top of my head that I think is, going to be bad for number 1. But we'll see. Just going to black it out and type it in again.
You ready?
Okay, that's okay.
That's not bad.
Right. The one that I was thinking that was probably the one that I would have been not okay with would have been the 2019 Blues. But I'm okay with that.
I should have done that just to piss you guys off.
I'm okay with that list. That's not bad. Yeah.
And that's where Ovi got his...
Finally got his first cup.
That team was unbelievable. I mean, that team was so good, too. I mean, they took down the 2-time reigning champ Penguins. They went on and beat the Golden Knights, who had no business getting that far, but ended up being way better than anybody would ever imagine that year. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I can't be mad.
Nope.
I'll tell you this after we're off the air.
Okay.
It's a joke that we've said on here before, but it's not worth repeating.
Gotcha. All right, move on to my 2. My guess the category names or whatever. The second one I think you have a better chance of getting than the first one. I have two sets this time. The first one I just thought of, and I'm telling y'all right now, if you get this, I will jump out this window down to my car right now. All right. First name on the list, Sidney Crosby.
Players that have only played with one team. I'll say either that or captains.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
No. Connor Bedard.
First overall pick.
No.
A generational player.
No. Alex Lyon.
Same amount players who have the same amount of letters in first name as in last name. Today, I seriously got it, huh? Hey, Kyle, come here. Let me go. Jeff, come here. Hold this. Hold this.
Oh, there's no shot that he fucking got that.
There's a screen at the bottom, so you gotta jump out the top.
Oh, I'm not fitting at that. Damn, dude, I really thought that was a good one for me, too. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I would not have thought about that.
Oh, fuck, that's... Damn.
As soon as he said Alex Lyon, I was like, that has to be it.
I should have put him at the bottom. Other ones I had, I literally just did every position possible. I did Braden Holtby, Tyler Myers, Pavel Zacha, Trevor Zegras, Kasperi Kapanen, Thomas Tatar, and Victor Hedman.
Destroy this fucking shade, so.
Wow. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. I should have just started naming them off, but...
Whatever.
Fuck, I should have kept Alex Lyon for the last one.
Eat a dick.
Damn. Alright. This one, I think... If anything, I think Jeffy might be able to get this one. But this one's a little bit tougher. Or just... I think maybe just this time might be a little bit easier. I just thought it was easier. Oli Mata.
I'm gonna sit out this first one. Gets more info.
Played at least 4 teams.
I bet guess so. Jordan Bennington.
Stanley Cup champions.
No.
Played in the West.
No. Robert Bertuzzo.
I can't say played for the London Knights because Bennington never played for the London Knights.
Nope.
I know Mata did.
Mata did it, and obviously what he just...
But played in the L.
No. Philip Grubauer.
Has won both the... No.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, has won both the J. Robinson Cup or the Memorial Cup and Stanley Cup.
That was it, yeah.
That's actually what I was literally just...
I was like, wait.
Players that have won both an OHL championship and a Stanley Cup. Yeah.
I actually was
Damn.
just about
You
to
just
say that
fucking
one.
just kicked me while I was fucking down there. God. Other names I had Robbie Fabry, Dave Bolin, Jordan Stahl, Corey Perry, Anthony Sorelli, and Eric Chernak. Damn, yeah, you just fucking kicked me while I was down
Hey,
there.
Kyle. Try something harder next time.
Just for fun, we'll go through that because I did it all. Let's try to name both teams that every player won for. So who did Oli Mata win with?
London.
What year?
He would have...
It was mid 2000s, so like...
Yeah, because Mata wasn't drafted until the 2012 draft.
Yeah.
So it would have been pre-20... no. Because I know London won it in...
They won in 06.
06, but they also won it... No, because he couldn't have done it in the 15-16 season.
No.
Because obviously he was with Pittsburgh at the time. When else did he win it in the... Oh, did they win it in the early 2010s? I think it was 12.
I'll say 12 was when they won it.
2012-2013 season.
2012,
And then
2013.
which NHL team, obviously.
Obviously the Penguins.
Yeah.
No shit.
Who did Jordan Bennington win with?
Fuck. I just saw him on the on the OHL like quarter century team too. Not the Sioux. Not the Sioux. Not Guelph.
Nope.
Owen Sound.
Owen Sound. What year?
I was gonna say I knew it was some red team.
I knew it was I had to think first.
When did Owen Sound win? They were the 10.
I know they
10,
were
11?
very
10-11, yep.
10-11?
And then on his NHL.
In the 2019 Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Robert Bertuzzo. Where did he win?
Oh, fuck.
I can't.
Plymouth.
No.
Didn't he play? I don't know.
He might have played there. That's not where he won.
Not with the Plymouth Flints franchise.
I can't even remember who he played for. That's the.
Is it an Eastern team? An Eastern Conference team?
In the OHL?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so he played out west in the OHL. Did he play in the West Division? Or was he Midwest?
I don't know. I think they've changed at the time. Let me see where he was at the time.
At the time.
At the time, it was the Midwest Division,
At the
which
time.
I think it still is.
So then, obviously, the two teams that are stayed in the Midwest Division are London and Erie.
Kitchener has as well.
Kitchener has as well. He didn't play with Kitchener, did not play with Erie, didn't play with London.
Or did he?
No, he didn't play with London. Because he would have been on the quarter century team.
With Bertuzzo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have been London.
Was not London.
Plymouth was eventually, for a couple of seasons they were Midwest, and then they went to West, or Central, then West, or whatever. But Owen Sound's been in that division. Sue's been in the division a time or two, a season or two, when they were doing all the realignments and all the franchise changes.
He said the team, but he said he didn't play for them. That he didn't win with them.
He didn't play with London.
No, not London.
Sue?
No, not Sue.
Kitchener?
Kitchener.
Oh,
Played with
really?
Kitchener.
Won with Kitchener in 2008.
Oh,
And then, I'll say we know, St. Louis in 19.
okay.
Where did Philip Grubauer win?
I saw him. Red team. I'm thinking red team. So Sue,
Yeah.
Sue, Owen Sound,
Niagara. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
think of red teams.
not
right.
Niagara.
Oh, Oshawa. Was it Oshawa?
Not Oshawa.
So it had to be the Sioux.
Nope.
Guelph?
Nope.
Not Niagara.
Ottawa.
No.
What the fuck did he play?
They're like one of the best teams in the league this year.
Windsor.
Windsor.
I played in Windsor.
2010. And then where'd he win? In the NHL.
Colorado. No, it wasn't Colorado. It was Capitals.
Capitals, yep, 2018. Robbie Fabry, where did he win?
I don't fucking know.
Another red team.
Ottawa, Oshawa. I don't know, I'm just spitting out names right now.
Barry?
Not Barry. This is a red team again.
Well, they have red in there.
Barely, but I mean,
That's why I threw them out there.
their dark jerseys are red pretty much.
So they are Ottawa. No, Sioux.
No. It was Guelph. 2014 Guelph, and then obviously Blues as well. Dave Boland, where did he win?
Plymouth.
Nope.
One of these times it's going to be fucking Plymouth.
I'll tell you right now, I'll give you that none of them are Plymouth.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. No, I'm too tired for
I
this.
got nothing.
He was London in 05,
Okay.
and then Chicago in 10 and 13. I just realized it's kind of funny how we both did Stanley Cup champions for our things.
Great minds think alike, and unfortunately, we do not have great minds. So,
Jordan Stahl, where did he win?
he didn't play for North Bay. I know him and
Peterborough.
Peterborough, 2006,
I
and
had to
then
think because Eric
obviously
was
2009
there.
Pittsburgh. Where did Corey Perry win?
London.
And
Anaheim.
2 years apart, 2005 in London, and then 07 in
Yes, he
Anaheim.
was a rookie when they won with the Ducks.
Yep. Anthony Cirelli,
Oshawa and Erie, and then did Tampa back-to-back years.
so 4 altogether, yeah.
Well, yeah, he did back-to-back in the O, and he did back-to-back in the N.
Or no, he did 15 Oshawa and then 17 Erie.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I was thinking 16.
And then Eric Chernak, where did he win?
Erie.
Erie, and then
Not
Tampa,
Tampa.
yep. Damn, I'm pissed about that first one, man. I should have put Alex Lyon for the end. So I would give it away if I would have saved him for the end. Do you think he would have got it?
It would have been tough, for sure. It would have been really tough.
Damn, dude. Oh, that's depressing. All right. I think there's one last thing we wanted to add, or Colin said you did, or no?
I just know, as we're within any game at this point. I'm with Ovi.
Oh yeah.
Now down.
Down to 7.
7.
Happen any day now. And this is actually something that I brought up to Colin shortly after I got here. We could end up witnessing history on Thursday, the Penguins game.
Oh,
Sidney Crosby now sits 2 points shy of reaching at least a point per game in each of his first 20 seasons in the NHL. So I don't want to vote against Crosby. Let's just hope he doesn't get more than 2 points on Tuesday against Tampa, I think it was. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't get more than 2 points against Tampa on Tuesday. So he gets 1, and all he needs is 1 point against Buffalo, the game we go to on Thursday. We can witness history for our boy, Sid, the middle-aged man, Crosby.
I think that's who I'll probably be wearing to the Thursday game.
I think I'm going to wear my reverse red show of Crosby.
No, if we're all wearing the Crosbys, I guess I can wear that one.
I think we all got to wear Sid. You have to. If it's a chance to wear to witness history, I think we all got to rock our Sids.
Again, the Sid, the middle-aged man, Crosby.
Don't call him old, though, because he'll correct you.
I kind of brought it up. I brought it up to Colin actually yesterday after the game. It's kind of crazy, I think, because almost a year ago, him and I went up, and his brother went up to the Sabres Caps game. And obviously, I had mentioned at that game, like, we've now witnessed Ovi and Crosby, who are our generation of our top generation of players, like, live finally. But it's crazy to think almost a year later, he's on the verge of breaking a record in that. So I think that's kind of cool to think about.
Another thing, just to kind of bring attention to and just show the just how good the hockey community is. That thing with Brendan Gallagher in the Hockey Fights Cancer jersey or whatever.
Oh yeah.
He scored. I think he scored a goal the night after his mother's passing, I believe. Who she suffered from, I think it was like stage 4 liver cancer. And then a fan reached out to him and said, "Hey, I have your Hockey Fights Cancer jersey from the warm-ups in 2022. I want to make sure you get it." And he tweeted back to her saying that is incredibly kind of you, thoughtful, and really appreciated. How about we do a jersey swap on April 16th? So
I'll meet you at Center Ice on April 16th.
Yeah.
Bring that jersey. I will give you something greater in return.
yeah, which is, I mean, it's unbelievable.
This
It's just how this hockey community is, man.
Listen, I fucking hate Brendan Gallagher. I do. I hate him on the ice. He's a pest. He's a troll. Whatever you want to call him. But honestly, that's something that's it's class act.
Yeah.
Like every hockey player should take notes. I know you've seen the weird goaltenders in the past do it. Fleury's done it on multiple teams. Carey Price has done it on multiple teams. I think Ilya Brizgal back in his days would take selfies with kids when he's serving his back at both in Philly and in Arizona. Just take these weird selfies. It's only a game. It's
Well, to be mad.
exactly. So, but
That was just something I wanted to bring attention to
That's
because that's
why
just a class act on both ends, honestly.
That's why I love the hockey community so much. Like,
we might hate each other while our teams play. We might chirp each other, make fun of each other, but at the end, it's like, oh yeah, let's just come together. It's hockey. Hockey's hockey.
I think that's one thing we can all agree on is like hockey is what can bring people together and that.
Except if you're the London Knights, then I fucking hate your guts. Everybody else is fine, just not the London Knights. Don't drink and drive, kids.
Pour one out for you, Cam. Anyways.
Oh, actually, now that we're on the topic, the thing I was going to tell you later about, I'm just going to tell you now. And hold on, I took a screenshot of it so I didn't lose it. Let me just pull it up. So this is on the Uncensored page, the Otters Uncensored page. London fans were crashing out because we were booing number 17, Cam Allen. And then someone said, hand the keys to the city, just not to the car. the same guy who posted out an Uncensored commented that. And honestly, like I didn't,
Oh,
I
let
don't,
me
I
see
don't
who
know.
was it. I'm not right on
It said Ben Marjan guy. I didn't like. I didn't.
I know where he's.
Yeah. Well, he's like. I didn't like.
I think it's a troll account from what I've heard. It's a troll account, so it might not be his real name.
I don't know. It seems like a troll count, but I don't know. Whatever. But
He said that. Said, hand him the keys to the city.
Yeah, I know a guy who sits down in the section below us. Like he commented first. I know him. I like him. And apparently he said, was it a DUI in the London after the game? And that's where he made the comment. Yeah, someone just handed the keys to the city, just not to the car. And honestly, like that is the best fucking thing ever. I hope you know.
That's good.
That's funny.
That's fucking funny.
Like I love hockey fans. I love Bear fans. Like we might be grumpy and we might be bitchy sometimes. David, we're gonna have fun.
That's funny.
Our team sucks sometimes. Like last night, our team sucks, but we're gonna have fun at it.
That's the way to end it.
Listen, kids. Again, don't drink and drive. Just take the keys to the city, not the car. I hear Otis trying to break it into the studio, so I think it's about time to get out and call it a wrap.
Yeah. Again, guys, if you didn't see,
Here,
if you haven't
do you
checked it out yet,
want to open up the door?
let Odie say goodbye.
Come here, Odie. Psst.
No.
Now you. Hey, Otis, come here. Come on.
But yeah, that's the way to end it. Again, if you haven't already seen, again, go check out our YouTube. We have been posting our most recent episodes of season 5 on there.
It's gonna be all but one of them, just because they
All but what, episode 2?
Yeah, episode.
Because it's a max of 2 hours. So gotta try to remember from now on, if we want this to go to YouTube, they gotta be under 2 hours. So, and again, check out later this week, probably Friday, Saturday. Look for the vlog that we'll be doing for our trip to Buffalo and to get for the Pittsburgh Sabres game. And
The Pittsburgh Sabres.
Pittsburgh Buffalo game. But yeah, other than that,
Do
you
you
guys
have
know the drill. You know.
Do you have anything else to say, Otis?
Of course, he doesn't want to talk now.
Anything else to say? Want to do the outro?
You just want to purr like a freaking motor, don't you?
He's like, I just want cuddles.
Here. As long as you don't squeeze claws in this beautiful, beautiful jersey.
Yeah, boys, that does it. Go check out our YouTube. And yeah, tell your friends that we're not on Apple Music. We're on YouTube, Amazon Music, Pandora, soon to be Pandora.
Eventually Pandora, iHeartRadio, but that'll come in the weeks to come,
Yeah.
the weeks to months. They're a lot tougher to get into, but they're more worth it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll work on that. Well, I'll let you guys know. Just keep an eye on social media. I'll let you all know.
Yeah, we'll be keeping updates, and I even posted an update to our TikTok for the first time in 9 months. I'm telling us about that. So
Okay, Otis is going down. He's beeping me. Decline! Otis! Ah, shit! Go off air! Go off air! Jesus Christ!
that's a way to end the episode. Thanks, guys.
Fuck you!